Yeah.
We get it.
Nope.
We can't hear you, Blessing.
You are on mute, Blessing.
Can you hear me now, Tim?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Tim. Welcome everyone to our success series. Once again, it's an amazing Thursday evening here in Africa. I can hear the chats about the eats, and one of the beautiful things about this call is that the connections. I just, sat back and I listened to the connections, how across the world we can connect and feel so much like a community. You're my brother there, you're my sister. We're in this business together, we're building, and I know I can lean on you and you can do the same for me. It's just amazing. What a beautiful partnership that we're in. And what a beautiful business that we can just do. It's like a lifestyle. It doesn't take you away from what you're already used to. A community of people who support each other. I absolutely love that about our business. And so it's an amazing Thursday once again, as I mentioned, and it's our success series. And we're super, super excited because we have someone on the call to share with us a wealth of experience. You would learn from this amazing woman. You would learn from her just by following her Facebook page. You would even learn more when you get to know her better and how much this business and people generally mean to her. Her heart is in all that she does. You would see that with her, with every communication with her. So we're so excited to welcome on our call today, Tammy Melchizedek, better known to us as Mama Africa. It's not just a title. She takes it so passionately to heart, and she's been here from the onset, building even when we haven't started anything. Amazing team in Africa, and she's got one of the biggest team in South Africa. So allow me to read to you a bio. I can tell you that this bio won't do her justice, but just allow me to read this beautiful bio, but it doesn't do her justice. You need to get to know her better. Now, Tammy's graceful and transparent style of communication inspires people to live a more honest, real, and conviction-driven lifestyle. That's something that is so much unique to Tammy, is a transparent style of communication, very honest. And through the years of speaking, fundraising, writing, and communicating, Tammy creates an environment of proactive change and engagement. She leads by a personal example and a lifelong conviction of intentional, purpose-filled living. All right. She's an author of 8 nationally and internationally published books. Tammy co-hosted an Emmy award-winning television show for 10 years and was a platform speaker with John Maxwell. She's presently the CEO of PartnerCo, an international health and wellness company generating millions in online sales. She mentors women on health, hormones, and healthy lifestyle. She's married and makes her home in beautiful Colorado Springs. She's passionate about adoption and foster care. She has 4 adult children, 2 internationally adopted. She's a grandmother to 7 boys. 7 boys. 3 adopted through foster care. She's known for her love of hospitality and cooking and has created a life surrounded by community. I absolutely love that. So please, please, partners in Africa, join me as we welcome Tammy Melchizedek, an amazing author, a mother, a grandmother, an internationally renowned author of 8 national and internationally published books. And what she loves so much is helping women, and helping everyone across the world. She's known for her love of hospitality, and that's what we're known for in Africa. So we can so much connect and resonate with this. Welcome, Tammy. We're so excited to have you this evening.
It's so good to be here. Hey, Africa, wave at me, wave at me. It's good to be back. It's good to be in your presence. What an honor. Boy, that was a long bio, Blessing.
I had to.
I told you to edit it.
I had to. It doesn't even do you justice.
No, it was so much. So thank you everyone for listening to that very long book. But it is an honor to be here today. And I just, boy, do you want me to just jump in, Blessing? Or what do you want to, what do you want me to do? What can I, what can I say?
Just go ahead and do your thing, Tammy.
So, welcome, Africa. You know, I have to tell you, I'll get a little teary-eyed thinking about this. But it was several years ago that we had our very first Zoom together. And it was way back in the day, maybe before many of you were here. And so I want to welcome you. But it's always really important to remember who we are and how we got started and why we have a passion to be consistent in our messaging and why people are the gold in our business and what people do. And it was many years ago, my good friend, Erica Fundamerva, who I believe is actually on our Zoom today. She's at work, but she came to me saying, you know, Tammy, I want to help the people, my people. She's from South Africa. And she said, I want to help my people to be able to financially provide for their families. I want to bring this business to SA. And then as we started to do that, COVID happened. Do you remember that, everybody? And so we went in jumping on Zooms every day because that's the only way we could communicate during COVID. But something really miraculous happened. And that's where strangers become friends and friends become family. And it is a line and it's an important truth in this business. And that's what happened. And Africa was a stranger to me, and I was a stranger to you. But within time, we became friends, and now we're family. And so I have to start out saying there's some amazing people right here on this Zoom. Nick Papas, our wellness, our African Council, Jimmy and Henri, and of course Yolandi, beautiful Yolandi Kupas. Back in the day, they were the very first people running with me, and here they are today. And I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. Africa, you are just absolutely beautiful. I love seeing all your posts. I love hearing your encouragement, and I just want to encourage you today. I was trying to think of what would be the most meaningful. And so I went back and I thought about something called my win book. And so I want to talk to you today about your win book, okay? And what is a win book? And you know, we started back here with the business, and now we've come forward to where we're at today. And I want you to think back on your wins. I want you to think back on the fact that you started in this business and there was no PartnerCo in South Africa. There was no Hero brand line. There was no product called Hero. Hello. All of that came as a result of your wins, your win book. So I just want to read a little story to you and then just give you a couple of pointers on how to create a win book and why that is so important in your life and in your business today. Our win book is when we focus on something in our past that we had success in, something that we were really, really great in, something that we didn't think we could do, but we've done it. We did it. We overcame that obstacle. We stuck with hard things, and good things have come because of it. And I want you to think back on even your journey with PartnerCo and everything. If you were way back in the RX days with us, and now you've come into the PartnerCo days, all that journey, you've got all kinds of wins along the way. And there's been all kinds of challenges along the way. And we know in this business, there's wins and there's challenges. But the person who overcomes will always be the person that has the biggest and most tremendous result in the impact. See, I chase impact. And I want you to chase impact too. And when we chase impact, the money always follows. But there's this really amazing story. So in focusing on our past wins, I want you to flick back, think back, however, flick back in your mind, think back in your mind to your wins, whether they be sports or family education. I want you to remember an achievement of success that you created that has a feeling in that moment that you'll never forget. Whatever you did, whatever you overcame, remember that feeling, because you're going to need that feeling for the future to overcome that next obstacle. So, and by doing this, you create confidence that you can do it again. If you did it once, you can do it again. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that's true. Put a 1 in the chat if you did it before, if you overcame that obstacle before, you believe I can do it again. And that's what this business is. We've overcome obstacles and we can do it again. So there's this story in this old ancient book called the Bible, but I want to read this story about David. David was a man, an amazing man. He was just a shepherd, and his story was he became a king. Now, this is a pretty amazing story because it starts out where he's a shepherd boy, just an average, ordinary person, actually probably less than average. He was out there with the sheep, right? And he was a young boy, and something had happened where he was told he was going to have to go up against this huge giant, this Philistine. And he was a young kid, and he had to go up against this giant and overcome to do what he had been called to do. So listen to this. So David persisted. I've been taking care of my father's sheep and goats. When a lion or a bear comes to steal a lamb from the flock, I go after it with a club, and I rescue that club from its mouth. If the animal turns on me, I catch it by the jaw and club it to death. Sounds kind of violent to me, doesn't it? Just a little bit. I have done this both to the lion and the bear, and I will do it again to this Philistine. The Lord help me rescue, will help me rescue out of the claws of the enemy. So here's David. This is such an amazing story because he rehearsed in his mind his wins. So I want you to flip back to the wins. What are you overcoming right now? What is the situation in your life, in your business that you need to overcome? What is the fear you need to overcome? Is it social media posting? For a lot of people, that's a legit fear. They're afraid to social media post. Is it you're concerned to go live because you've never done it before? I want you to flip back in your mind and think of a time that you actually did that and a positive result became from it. Because as we think about our win book and the areas that we've not, or the areas that were challenging for us that we've overcome, it's quite amazing. And so there's a difference between disappointment and discouragement. You'll always be faced with disappointment based on failed expectations, right? We all deal with disappointment. However, discouragement is a conscious choice. Dwelling upon the feeling shall send you in a downward spiral. Does anybody know what I'm talking about here? Put a 2 in the chat if you understand. There is a difference between disappointment and discouragement. Disappointment will always come to everyone if you're honest about life. Life can be very discouraging. But disappointment is making the conscious choice to stay there and move into a downward spiral. So today I want us, as we flip back to our successes, to think about, is this a discouragement or is this a disappointment? If it's a discouragement, I want you to cross it off, and I want you to put disappointment. This is a disappointment, and move on. Know that you have the opportunity and the power to control that circumstance and to make a different mindset difference. So how do you do that? You create courage. How do you have courage? Through one word: encouragement. Do you know the core word for the word encouragement is courage? So today, I want you to look at all these beautiful people that are on this Zoom. And I want you to make a conscious choice to reach out to 3 people in your organization, whether they're upline, downline, sideline, wherever they are. And I want you to send 3 examples to them where you remember where they fought for courage. They made a decision to be courageous, not get stuck in a downward spiral, but rather to use those experiences to become successful. I want you to find 3 people, and today, that's your go-to. That is your list. That's your game plan today, to bring encouragement to one another. You are starting in a business where you have the opportunity to take over an entire continent. It's quite remarkable to me that our company is still there. It's thriving. The products are phenomenal. You have excellent leadership. I want you to reach out. And, I'm going to even say this to Neo and Blessing. I want you to send those 2 amazing ladies some encouragement today. They need encouragement. Do you know what I'm saying about that? Absolutely. So I want you to think about ways that they helped you win in your win book. And I want you to send a note to them today to really encourage them. And then finally, I want to talk about setbacks. All setbacks are temporary. Write it down. All setbacks are temporary. Some are minor and some are major, right? But everything we experience in our life is a temporary setback. So what I want you to use is the word next time I shall. Instead of next time I will. Next time I shall do this. Next time I shall do this. Instead of next time I will. Because when we use the word will, it's like in the future. It never comes to pass, right? But when we say I shall pick up the phone today and reach out to 10 new people. I shall make a decision to get on social media and do my posts. I shall encourage the people within my organization. I shall do first things first, the most important first. I'm a first things first, most important person. So I want to encourage you that you will no longer use words like next time, but next time I shall. I want you to change your mindset and to think about being a person of deliberate intention, because you are that person. Your team is depending on you to be that person. Your team needs you to lead with that kind of encouragement and perspective. And finally, I see myself as an action-oriented person. I do first things first. I do one thing at a time. I shall remain relaxed and confident because of my past wins. I know if I did it before, I can do it again. And I choose to carry my wins forward, to present them, and it will give me courage to win again the next time. Think it, ink it, see it, say it. The next time in the present tense, I shall create a new image of the situation, and I will move forward with intention and courage. So today, you have a win book. I want you to sit down and I want you to write, what are your 3 wins that come to your mind in this business? What are the 3 things that you've persevered through? What are the 3 decisions you've made that allow you to be here right now today, that you didn't quit, that you're still here, you're still moving forward, you still have a dream in your heart for something better? And I want you to write those down. And then I want you to focus on them. And when you discouragement, remember, in disappointment, there's a difference. But when you allow it to become a discouragement, I want you to go back to your win book. And I want you to remember what you have overcome. And I want you to remember what you've done. I'm so stinking proud of all of you. And I am Mama Africa. I hold that title with great heart warmth, because I do feel like I am a mother to all of you. The difference between a mentor and a mother, I'll tell you what the difference is. A mentor wants to give her wants to teach you everything she knows. A mentor wants you to have everything that they have experienced. Do you know what a mother is? A mother wants to give you more and wants more for you than what she even had for herself. That's the difference. And I'm a mother, and that's why I'm Mama Africa to all of you, because I want more for you than I even have experienced in this beautiful business, which has been absolutely amazing. So I hope you are encouraged today. I hope you have courage. You have a vision in front of you. You have an opportunity to change and transform people's lives. We are not about perfection here. We're about progress. And you are progressing, and you have wins, and you guys are amazing, and your tenacity is incredible. And as Southern Africa, you are the most amazing people I have ever worked with in this business. And I'm so proud of all of you. So go out today and transform people's lives. Go out today and make a decision that this business is going to give people hope, trust, and a plan. Hope, trust, and a plan to get them there. Know the goal you have. Go back, flip back, remember your wins. Just like David, he remembered the lion and the bear. So when he went up against the Philistine, he remembered, he encouraged himself. He encouraged himself. So today I want you to encourage yourself wherever you're at. Do not allow discouragement and disappointment to take over, but rather remember the wins and remember the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So I love you all. I really do. And if you were in my presence, I'd throw my arms around you and just say, oh, and one last thing you have to do. I want you to send me personally one of your favorite wins in this business. So you can go on WhatsApp, send me our Facebook Messenger, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what is a win that you have overcome that you think about as moving forward? And because you know what it will do for me? It will encourage me as well. So thank you so much, Blessing. I'm not sure that's all you wanted, but that's my heart. So I just gave you my heart. I love you all, Africa. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much, Tammy. Thank you. You gave us more than we wanted. Absolutely more than, and you gave us the very best, your heart, straight from your heart.
Yes.
And it's so common for us in Africa, with all of the challenges we go through while trying to set up our business, to not remember the wins. You know, sometimes we can get so focused on all of the disappointments that we have been experiencing in recent times, and we just forget about the wins. I
Right.
absolutely love the win book.
The
Taking
win
note
book.
of that. Win book. So what an amazing few minutes we've had there, team. We've learned so much. We've jotted down so much. We've even made goals, what to do. Tammy has even given us some to go and do. So I'll be looking forward to those reaching out to Neil and myself. We do need the encouragement. I know I reach out a lot to you, and most of you reach out to us for, you know, to help you resolve some challenges. But I'd like to also hear from you. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Tammy, Mama Africa. We'll now open up for us to be able to ask questions. Are there some questions you would like Tammy to answer? You can put them in the chat box, or just Raise your hand and we'll just call on you to go ahead and ask the questions. And Mama Africa is here to answer them.
Nick?
So, Tammy, I have a story. And, that's why I love network marketing. And those new people on the call here tonight, we have something special here. And my win book is so full because we started this 4 or 5 years ago before we even had the hero brand, like Tammy said. And we've been through ups and downs, and we're here today. And today, I think, is the biggest one. The biggest one because, if you persevere and you never quit, the end is always the prize. And I still say we on the African continent are so fortunate because I don't think the world knows how big Africa is. And we on this call here have Africa as our oyster. And if you can take every single continent on this globe and put it on the African continent, that's how big we are. So we need to win. We need to win. And we have the support in the US. Tammy's got experience in this business. And they always, Tammy, when we reach out to Tammy, she's got the name Mama Africa. And that's because she hasn't left our side. She hasn't left our side. Erica hasn't left our side. We still love you. And Brent Palmer, the three are Africa. And I have my own little story, which I will share one day. But I just want to say, we have Blessing, and we have Neo, and, everybody reaches out to them with a problem. But every now and again, pick up the phone and say, how are you? That's it. No problem, just how are you? I've tried that with Neo a lot of times, and she just, I'm joking. So yes, Tam, thank you. On behalf of all of us, thank you. Don't ever leave our side. Be there. We know you're there. We know everybody's there. And Africa loves you, bro. That's my story.
Nikki,
Thanks,
that is
Nick.
so well said. I just want to jump in. Tammy, you are one of the reasons why my heart just shifted. And I just want to say that, my very best friend, Henri, came to me and she presented this opportunity, this business to me. And I was the whole time just cutting her short. I wasn't up for it. I didn't want to listen. I kept saying to her, why do you want me to sell pills? Why do you want me to look into this business? However, I did, as every marketer, as everyone that is in business, did Google the company, looked at the branding, looked at the products. And I did say to her, listen, I'm really stunned by what this company's got to present, but I'm not 100% sure. And then Andre said to me, my friend, just trust me. And here's the thing, for your friend to say to you, just trust me, and to, just take a step back. And I remember it so well. It was a Friday afternoon. I was getting ready to have friends over for a braai, and it was 6 o'clock. And I said, you know what? I never do something like this, but let me just jump on this call. And it was a 30-minute call with Tammy, and I knew 100% that this is my calling. This is where I am supposed to be. When you just connect with someone and you can see your purpose, you can see your vision, you can see what's going ahead. And it hasn't been easy. Let me tell you, we've been working extremely hard behind the scenes. We've been fighting and building and laying the foundation, but we know exactly what the potential of this company is going forward. We know exactly what is happening globally. And we know what is happening in Africa and going to happen continuously going forward. And for that, we are just forever grateful to know that we have such incredible leaders as Tammy Melchizedek and Brent Palmer and the rest of them that is backing us 24/7. We might not speak every single day because we've got such a big time difference, but there's not one moment when you reach out and you ask that you do not get answered or do not get any help. And for that said, thank you so much for believing in myself, in Nick Papas, Henri Powell, and the rest of our partners. Thank you so much for just elevating us every single day, just believing in us and just supporting us. And thank you for what you put into our businesses. And thank you for teaching us. And thank you for being our Mama Africa.
Thank you so much, you guys. Now go kick some butt. And do it, and take your win book and put it in your back pocket. And Neo and Blessing are going to get inundated today. I'm going to send them a message too. But get your win book, encourage each other. You know, we need courage, we need strength, and we've got this. We're not alone. We're not alone in this business. We're together. And remember, we're stronger together. PartnerCo, we're stronger together than we ever are apart. So link arms together. And Africa, I cannot wait to see what these next year is going to be for you. I know it's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much, Mama Africa. Thank you. We're so honored to have had you on this call. Thank you for sharing with us from your wealth of experience, and most importantly, from sharing with us from your heart. Africa, it's an amazing and incredible call once again. We've gleaned so much from this amazing, amazing leader and global builder. So let's be intentional and take all of this that she's shared with us and run with it. You know, when Yolande was talking, I was so inspired to hear that someone else was intentional enough to make her stay in this business, join the business, and she's still here. So be intentional enough to be the reason why someone else is running with this business. You know, amazing evening. Thank you once again, Tammy. Thank you, partners. We appreciate you. Go and do it. Have a great evening, everyone.
Enjoy,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Thank you for joining us.
Joy.
Good
Have a
evening,
good one.
everybody.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Good
joining.
night.
Thank you, Tammy. We love you.
We love you too.
you,
Thank you,
Tammy.
everyone, for joining. Bye for now.
Bye.
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 Bye.